Hey everybody, Matt with TheLowCashHomestead. Today one of the projects we're working on is to build some header boards for our greenhouse. We'll take a look at how we're going to do that in just a second. Hey everybody, this is Matt with TheLowCashHomestead. If you like our channel and you haven't subscribed, please do so. And if you are subscribed, thank you very much. What we're looking at here today is a pile of recycled lumber. This is mostly 2x6s, a few 2x8s, a couple of 2x10s. What we're doing today is we're building a header. So I've got the 14-foot post for the high tunnel. I could not find 20-foot 4x4. So what we're doing is we're building some headers out of some recycled 2x6. So these are 20 feet long. So I have a 12-foot section and an 8-foot section, and at the opposite end I have an 8-foot section, and we're on a 12-foot section here. It's just a build-up beam. If you guys are familiar in any way with construction, then it's just a build-up beam. You're just going to nail and or screw those together. So we're going to build this one, and then we're going to try and piece together the second header that we would need so that these will already be done and ready already. I am anticipating having some help tomorrow, and we are going to try and get the ends on the high tunnel. This is Matt with TheLowCashHomestead. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Hey everybody, Matt with TheLowCashHomestead. Sun is starting to set. It's been a long, exhausting day working on our high tunnel. We got our end frames done and some other things done on the high tunnel. But before we continue into that, if you're not subscribed to our channel, please subscribe. If you are subscribed to our channel, thank you very much. If you like our videos, give us a thumbs up. If you don't like our videos, give us a thumbs down. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments below. Thank you very much, and have a great day. Okay, so what we got done today is we got our 4x4s and our headers in. We got the end framing done on both sides. We got our roll-up doors put in. Now these are our machinery doors. We got the fabric panel hung. We got the guideposts and brackets put in, and then we had the roll-up pipe put in. And I actually kind of misinterpreted the instructions a little bit on the other end, and I started folding over the fabric, trying to get it to kind of scrunch up a little bit and then put the fabric clips on it. What I realized on this end is that once you slide the control post through the pocket, if you pull everything out and then just give it one flip over and then put your fabric clips on, then as you turn it, it will self-adjust. Now, here's the other thing. It doesn't specify how far to set the guidepost, so I just stuck a tape measure in between where the bracket is down there and the post and use that, and that mostly works. And that's because the bottom of the door here, and I got to mow grass too, follows the grade of the ground, so that is not level. The header is. So what we actually did is we had set our door height to the low side. That way any extra material I had would end up on the high side. If we had set the door height to the high side, then we would probably have, it's most likely that we would have a large gap increasing from infinity down to wide here. So we set the door height on the low side of the ground there. So we got all of that done today. My friend did come over and help me get all that done. There's no way. I built the headers for this the other day, yesterday in fact, and there's absolutely no way that I could put those headers up by myself. We were 20 foot long, and we were not able to find 20-foot 4x4s, so we used those recycled 2x6s from a deck. I believe they were from a deck. And so we put all that up, same thing down on that end. And then, so the next thing we're going to do, and I'm following the sequence in the instruction manual here. So the next thing that we're going to do, oh, and another thing is, one, I put both of the roll-up door crane handles on the same side, so they will be on the north side of the high tunnel here. The first one I put the whole assembly together, and then I kind of fed it in. That proved to be a real pain in the arse. So what I did this time is I built everything but the handle and universal joints, and because all these screw heads that are inside that fabric pocket, you put duct tape over, and then I duct taped the end and pushed it through from the high side, which made it a lot easier to get in. And then also we pulled this thing out. I ran a screw through the grommet here, and in fact there's the screw hole. Maybe you can see it, maybe you can't, but there, now you can probably can't. I ran a screw through the grommet to keep the door taut as we pulled that out, and fed the control post through the door pocket. Then we gave it one flip over and attached the fabric clips, and then as we cranked it, it self-adjusted to fit, and then you have a little bit of fabric extra here. And I'm thinking that with that extra fabric, you know, it's probably a thing where I could probably just throw a fence post or something down in there to weight it down and lock it down to the ground. There are some rope assemblies that go in here. That's in the book. That's like towards the end of the project. So that's what we got done today on our high tunnel. So each week we keep getting some more done. I can measure, and basically I'm going to have to go around and grind off these little parts that are sticking out past where the end fabric would go. So I'm going to have to either take that off of the angle grinder. I don't have a cordless angle grinder any longer, so I'll either have to run power out of the doghouse, because there's power there, or come out with a hacksaw and clean all those up. We'll have to get out the bulk of material and measure what size panels we need, and then from that point I can start setting the channels for the wiggle wire. As according to the manual, the channels for the wiggle wire go all the way up that post and on top of the fabric for the ends. And then we'll have to do ribbon boards and things like that. So we're going to get going. Okay, let's talk about another thing real quick. I said that and yes, I have some maintenance to do in here that's not particularly garden area. Like I said, I didn't go full blown with the garden area. Okay, my purple burgundies are gone. So, or royal burgundies, excuse me. So we're going to pull these out. I haven't decided what I'm going to put in here yet. I'm thinking maybe some varieties of carrots that I have. I did say in a previous video that I don't usually take the gardens down. I let them die out. And then as they die out, you know, maybe I'll put some stuff in. And I also wasn't particularly concerned with planting or planting a fall garden, simply because I've been focusing so heavily on getting this thing constructed. So each day, if it's just me, I'll do what I can by myself. And if I have help, then, you know, I can usually get a little bit more done as far as like the big stuff, like setting those headers and getting these in panel frames and in panels up. So that's where we are here. I think, I'm not sure exactly what we're going to put in there. I have a couple ideas, but I need to think about it. And I also might have to adjust the soil blend that's in there if I put some of the things that I want to put in there. All right, that's where we are on our high tunnel. I figured I'd give you an update, and we'll add this probably to our other videos. We've got a couple other videos that are in queue for me to finish editing, and we'll get that going. It's Matt with the Low Cash Homestead. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Good morning, everybody. This is Matt with the Low Cash Homestead. We have a hell of a storm coming in. It's already starting to drizzle a little bit. I was hoping to catch some of that. There it goes. And that little bit of thunder you just heard was pretty mild compared to what we've been hearing all morning. So, yeah. I think today's going to be an inside day. Thank you very much. I'm going to have a wet day. What kind of day are you going to have?